Good day, crafty chums. It's Nikki here, aka Cousin Cat, aka Cousin Cat's Life. And today I'm coming at you with my second attempt at acrylic pouring. The first attempt was okay. I'd like to try a couple of little things differently, and so that's what this stream is about today. Is just trying things a little bit differently. So yeah, just adjusting things out a bit. What I'm going to do is you saw in the first pour I did, I put the excess paint into my book and squidged it up, and got a nice coloured effect thing that's dolphins. My youngest granddaughter tells me. So yeah, it's sweet. Let's just see if anybody's joining me. So I'm just going in just to chat, just to see if anyone's there, because I forgot. Put my glasses on so I can see what's going on, which is good. Oh, hi, Eileen. Eileen's there, look. So, hi, Debbie. So what I thought I'd do is try something a little bit different. As I say, I had a few ideas after the last pour that I haven't actually got round to doing. But that's what I'm going to try now. Is just turn off my mouse. Just see if what I'm thinking will work better than the last ones did. Although I got a nice result, I think I can do better. Also, what I'm doing here is I'm just putting this paper down so that I'm actually putting it onto this book paper rather than onto plastic, because last time what I got with this, what I was left over with is the little skins and things, which try to show when you can, yeah. Thanks, Eileen. So I was left with these little skins and things which will go nicely onto something else. But I thought I'd just try it on the paper first rather than onto something where I can pull up the skins, just to see what it would be like straight onto the paper mixed up and things. I'll probably just end up with mud, but you never know, I might get something nice after the pour. So that's what I'm doing. I would have prepared this all before, but I got to go to work today, so I'm just a bit later on today. So I'm just doing things instead of preparing. I'm just hanging out with you live while I'm doing it, preparing and that, and just talking through the ideas as they're actually happening to see what we think. So normally I do a card making, which if I've got time later on, I will make a card today. But I've got the acrylic pouring in my head at the moment. So I'm just going to work it out of my head and then I'll get back to card making. Yeah, once I've had a play, once I've got rid of that idea, then I'll get back to the card making. You know how it is. Sometimes you just got to get these bits of craziness out your head. So we'll just see if anything comes of this. It may not, it may all come to nothing. So I'm just popping down quite a large area, although I'm only going to work on a couple of small canvases. I'll just do quite a large area covered because it can get messy. Because I'm not going to pour into the trays that I did last time. I'm actually going to pour it straight onto the paper, and I'm hoping I don't pour straight onto the floor, because it's a rented accommodation and the landlord wouldn't be happy if I messed up his carpet, would he? Right, whatever you do, don't try to get in close and read this book paper, because it's actually a horror story. It's a bit of a horror book, so you don't want to be reading what's going on here. I haven't read it yet. Well, I'm not reading it at all, am I? I'm just like putting it down, ripping it up, covering it with paint. I'm not into horror stories. This was just a second-hand book I got cheap at the Salvation Army there. Actually, yeah, Salvation Army, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and I apologise to anyone who's ever received book paper from me from this book. Just don't read the bits of print that come through, all right? It's a good tip, that, actually. Could this be like advertising a book? Oh. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. So my idea, when I did the last pour, I thought it ended up pouring a bit thick, and because I used a 3:1 ratio on the PVA glue. So and actually from the last pour, I've still got the glue. I didn't cover this jar over or anything. I just left it out with my paintbrush in, one of my good paintbrushes. You know me. So I was left with this, and it's still workable. This was a 3:1 mix, 3 parts PVA glue to 1 part water. What's water? To 1 part water. And so I'm just going to thin this down again. I did a 3:1. I was going to try a 2:1, but I'm going to make it even thinner by I actually went out and bought some pouring medium as well. But do you know that if you just use pouring medium and use pouring acrylic for a larger canvas, which would be, I don't know, 20 by 20 or 18 by 18 or something like that, you need to use half of this tube. So like, if you see how much that is, 946 mils, half. So you need to use half of this, and it's $80 here in New Zealand, $80 for one of these. And so that's $40 of just pouring medium. So I thought, no, I'm not going to be doing that. So but I was wondering whether the pouring medium has something in it that would actually, I don't know what's in it, because it's a fluid medium. It doesn't say what's in it, does it? Contains WotC may produce an allergic reaction. So yeah, it's got chemicals in it, which may actually help to activate. Hi, Melissa. May actually help to activate the pour a little bit better anyway. So that's what I was thinking, is I'm going to use the glue now and water it down a little bit more, so it's like more like a 2:1 mix, and then use it as 1 part my pouring medium, and with the 1 part, so a 1:1 of the bought pouring medium. So just to thin it down a little bit more and see whether I get more of a reaction. I also went out and bought something else, which I can't see where it is now. It's on the desk somewhere. Come on, there you go. Ooh, where are you? Oh, there it is. So I also bought some silicone oil as well. This is $8.49 for that little thing there. But I suppose it was cheaper than the blending solution that I have. which didn't work, by the way. So we'll see whether this works as well. So there we go. That's my thinking on things. Did you follow that? Did I go too fast? So I'm just going to pour in some more. I'm reusing the cups that I used last time. I just picked out the pouring medium on it. So actually I washed it, some of them, and some of them I picked it out. So I'm reusing. So I'm just going to pop in. So if it's a 3 to 1 and I want a 2 to 1, so I'm just popping in about that much. So I'm watering down that PVA glue that I had there. So if it's taking long, and this is the reason why everybody has it prepared, but as I say, I'm off to work a bit later, so look at that. I must take my watch off. Look at that. Do you see that? My Fitbit. I got splattered with paint the other day. Very naughty of me. Oh. So yeah, so this is the reason why everybody prepares all their stuff first, because it does take the preparation does take a bit of time, but you know, sometimes it's good to see the preparation. That's good, Eileen. Let's craft along together. So that's made it quite thin already, a lot thinner than it was. I thought the mix was actually quite a little bit too thick to pour. You know, I thought it didn't react like everybody else you sees going on. So that's why I've just thinned that down a bit. Sure, there's that. And I'm going to mix 1 to 1. It's going to be a small canvas, so I don't need that much. Let's decide if I want to do it in there. But I put those skins, so I'll need that tab. Yeah. So there we go. I'll do a 1 to 1 in here. I don't know why I thought this glue would form a skin, having been left out. Maybe I'm just like weird. So I'm going to do 1 to 1. So that's 1 part my pouring medium to 1 part the shop bought pouring medium. As you can see, this is a lot thinner anyway. It's alchemy, man, it's alchemy. So I'm going to mix these two together. Hoping I don't get a reaction straight away. And then I'm going to put in some 4 colours. What I'm going to do is, I was going to use these, which is what I used last time, so maybe I'll use the same as I used last time. Might be good to, then I can really tell the difference in it if I use the same things. Wouldn't really be a test to see the difference in the outcome unless I continue to use the same things, I suppose. As I say, my granddaughter was already taken actually 2 of my last pours, so I've only got these 2 left. I've only got these 2 left. All the other, they've taken the other 2, so, and yeah, and gone. So this is the where I've got the Wicked Witch or something in there. If you see, like, the face there with the eyes and the hair, and that's quite spooky. And on this one, I think I've got a snake. Snake, like Shere Khan or something. Shere Khan was the snake in Jungle Book. I don't know, can't remember. So, so I've only got those 2 left for comparison now, and of course the book paper that I've got as well. So I'm hoping this will be interesting and not just like watching paint dry. Ew, I'm a wag. I suppose it's not funny if you make yourself laugh, is it? Tiger, you saw it. Oh, Shere Khan was the tiger. What was the snake called? Oh, no, not Bagheera. What was the snake called? No. Trust in me. What's his name? If Shere Khan was the tiger, what was the name of the snake? Oh, I've gone blank. In blank. Someone tell me quick before I get annoyed with myself. It's like me not remembering Defying Gravity on Thursday. Oh, wicked. You can't remember either. Eileen says she can't remember either. Yeah, so I've learned as well that you really do need to mix the paints in really well so that you don't get the lumps. And I've realised that, of course, the reason why people do that flame throwing thing over their pictures as well is to get rid of the air bubbles that form, apparently. It's not to, it may be to develop whatever's in there, but apparently it's to pop the air bubbles or something. Hi, Gwen. So, as I say, I hope this isn't going to be paint drying for you. So this is actually quite thin now, and now I'm worried. Now I'm worried. Now she's worried. It's a lot thinner than the last pour, so we'll see. I'm going to put this silicone oil in, and we'll see if anything happens from that. I don't know. This is all a big test for it. Did I do that off camera? Did I pull the silicone in off camera? I'm sorry if I did. Just realised that I'm right at the top of the screen there. As I say, don't read the book paper. Do not read the, do not. Is Car. Car? The snake's name is Car. Is it? That's like, oh. And I bought some pearlescent liquid acrylic. And we'll see what that does. Car. They're all saying car. 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 So yes, I bought this as well. Man. Yeah, Car is a Snake in Jungle Book. Angharad. 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 Good day. I'm sorry if I just slaughtered your name. Car and So I'm not sure whether I want to put the silicone in this, but because I put it in the others, but maybe I will. Give it a good splodge. And as I say, we'll see what happens. I'm going to do this as a dirty pour again because that's how I did the last ones. So we'll get to see what it's really like if I do kind of do it the same way as I did the others. And I'm hoping I won't make an awful mess. I may need to go back and get the tray because now I'm feeling nervous. What do you think, guys? Is it good to be nervous? Okay, so as I say, I'm going to make this quite simple and do it like this. See, I ran away, scared. Feeling scared now, worried. I'm worried I'm going to make a horrible mess. It's going to be just a horrible mess. I think I put in too much blue. There's a lot of blue going on there. May have to play with this and put in some other colours on that blue, although it is starting to show through. Here we go. Here comes the messy bit. Actually, the yellow's starting to come up through the blue there already. Yeah, that blue's a bit overpowering, isn't it? Missed the pour. Oh no! Oh. Hi, Kylie. So yeah. So that was definitely a different feeling to the pour than the first pour I did, which was quite thick and I think moved a little bit slower. But yeah, I think this will start, maybe it won't even. I'm going to leave that as it is and see what develops. You can see these little, they look like cells, so they might be the cells coming through. So I don't know. This is Debbie. The last one took 3 days to dry, so to dry completely. So I'm not sure. This will probably take the same. It's a bit thinner mixture than the first one I did, which was quite thick. So I'm not actually sure how long. No, I don't have a torch. And I believe, and I'm not positive on this, that it's torched to pop the bubbles, air bubbles that you get in there. I'm not sure whether it's torched to develop it, but certainly to pop bubbles and things. So yeah, I don't have a torch. I'll see if I get any better at it, and then I'll decide from there, basically. So I'm going to move this to one side, and then we'll try swiping on the other canvas. So that was my dirty pour. Just pop that to the one side for a bit. Thanks, Kylie. So so that was interesting there. And as I say, I think I'm going to try and do this as a swipe. Okay, yes. And look at that. I got my stick dirty there, so that my pearlescent is now a sort of grey colour. I might just mix a white to do this swipe with. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So yes, so I'm pop some of this in. The last of this one, as I say, I'm only going to do 2 canvases, and then we'll see. And then so I think that and I'm going to use the titanium white for this one, which I've got already. I used the titanium white last time with teal and black, which turned out really, actually was my favourite one of that one. And they were, for those of you who didn't see it, they were these colours here. And this was what I was left at, the paint that I had left over. I just poured into the book and then closed the book up on it. But these were my actual favourite colours, the most favourite bit of that pour I did. Shell. I liked that. So I don't know whether I actually need any more for this one. I don't know, never done it before. So the most difficult bit for me is the what quantity do you use when you do the pour and things. So yeah. So that's the most difficult thing for me, is quantity. So this has already got the silicone in. I will put some silicone in the white before I do the swipe. But I'm just going to dot on these colours because I've seen other people do it like this, so we'll give it a go, see what I get. I might get brown. I might not. I might get something completely different. Who knows? I don't, because as I say, this is only my second pouring, so we'll see. Yeah, as I say, I'm doing this because I need to get it out of my head. And then I'll carry on with my usual day-to-day stuff, which, you know, is card making. This is so different from, you know, card making, painting faces and things like that. This is so different from it. Mm. Oh no! Yay, I'm back. One made a coffee while I was out. No, just joking. Oh, just went to see if my son was using the internet, but he's asleep, so it wasn't him. I can't blame him for that. This blue is overpowering on the other one, I think, so I'm not going to use so much of the blue. I'm actually liking what I'm seeing on there developing. If I had the time and the inclination, I'd do one of those time-lapse videos on it. I think I need more paint. More paint! I have to get a piece of wood out afterwards to use the rest of this paint on. Oh. Mixed my colour. It's not good. Don't want to mix it there in the pot. Oh, too late. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. You were saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Too late. Anyway. If I have enough white in here. So, yeah, you see spots. I didn't see spots before her eyes. Oh, no. You okay, Eileen? Right, okay. So, oh, look at that. Great big fat pour. I didn't mean to do that. That just like fell out my hand. Oh, well. It'll be what it'll be. I'm pressing too hard, I think. See, look, I pressed too hard. There you go. Learned something new. Pressed too hard on the first swipe over there. Darn it. Darn it. Yeah. See if I can bring some paint back this way. Can you swipe it in 2 directions? I don't know if you can or you can, but I'm going to give it a go. I'll have to go a bit more this way now. So the trick with a swipe is don't press too hard. I can see that I swiped too hard on that one. I don't know whether you can see it, but I can see it. Yeah, I suppose you can. There's no rules. Trouble is, I don't want to mix it up too much now. Oh, blow it. Never mind. I'm going to get a piece of wood out now because I don't have a canvas left. These are my last 2 canvases there. Trying to get cells with the swipe. The first one was what they call a dirty pour, so I'm trying to get like clearer colours. Yeah, man. Don't press hard when you swipe. So although that didn't turn out too badly, actually, I'd like to do it again, but I'm going to do it again on the piece of wood. So I've got to find something to prop that one up on. Maybe not. Maybe I can pop it over here. Put in the tree go. So this is what I poured on last time, but I thought I'd do it on the paper just to get a bit of colour. So I'm going to pop that one up over here. And then see what I've got left to do a last pouring on my bit of wood. Hi Bella. So I've got this wood from my daughter's wood pile. Sounds like a should be a song, shouldn't it? You know, a tongue twister. Got the wood from a wood chopper's wood or whatever. So I actually quite like that swipe as a technique. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again on the wood, and which is a little bit dirty, and then see if I can do it gently enough to yeah, do it a bit better. I'm actually liking that. It's like the way it's developing and moving, and yeah, it's like wow. Bit too much blue though. So I'm going to do the same dotty thing that I did with the other one. Oh, big dots, look. So this is a different way to do it again. Got to try not to do too much blue, haven't I? And not to knock the canvas off just by the side of me there. So I'm just using the cheap intro acrylics to use on this one. I do have liquid acrylic, which I may do another day. Oh, you like the swipe as a more controlled thing, Eileen? You do surprise me. So this is my greeny yellow now, because I dotted that blue in it by mistake. So bigger dots. Less waste. Ah, yeah. So I actually put the paper down because although I was getting the snotty bits, skins, it's yeah, I think I prefer to have the paper. Yeah. Okay. The first ever acrylic pour I did, I used a PVA glue and water in a 3:1 ratio, and I found it a little bit thick with the pour, but it's on the book paper and the canvas that I showed. I don't know whether you've caught that, but yeah, that's what I used, the PVA glue and water. And and while I was out this weekend, I bought some pouring medium. So I found the PVA glue too thick as a 3:1. So what I've done is I've watered it down a little bit more to be more like a 2:1 ratio. And then with the paint, I've mixed my pouring medium and the shop bought pouring medium as a 1:1, and then added the paint to that. That's the mix I'm using there. That's what I'm testing with now. You know, this is my second pour, and as I say, I'm just trying different things to get results. Not necessarily good results, but results. Yeah, because I felt the first pour it was just too thick. When I see everybody else doing their pour and they have quite a runny pour, and mine was quite thick, so I was thinking, wonder what I'm doing wrong. Probably nothing, but you know. So I'm going to put this pearlescent bluey white that I got there, which will probably be a huge mistake. That's why most pourers use plastic. What, Melissa? You can use the paint skins and boogers in your art when they dry, yeah. So might be nice to get some papers to send you. Melissa. But don't read the story. I tell you, it's not pleasant. It's a horror story. This is a mistake, sticking it to the book paper. There you go. That would be a mistake. Sure, it's already moving and that, so we're just going to pop the white on again, the white paint. Going to use a lighter touch, okay? A lighter touch. I'm going to try for a lighter touch. Probably too light because I think I left some of the pouring medium over there. Yep. Such a thing as too light a touch. Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. Woohoo! I like it. Oh, look, and then I can spoil it by putting on the mix up. The mix, dot it, dot it. Oh man, I like that. I like it a lot. Oh, this is so much fun. You need to go and play. Oh, what a release. What a release. Oh man. I should do this after work. Maybe I ought to do night pouring. Oh, look at that. Look at this little puddle that's falling off the end. I love it. I love it. Oh, wow. There you go. Oh, my. I love it. It looks like snake skin, doesn't it? Oh, sorry. I get excited. It's good to get excited over art, isn't it? I'm not sure this is art, but this is like fun, therapy. There we go. Just going to move this to one side while I just pop some stuff on the book paper. Making pages for you, Melissa. There you go. Hi, Maggie. Maggie, you caught me unalive. You don't often do that. Just finishing there. So I'm just popping some colours down now in the book because I really liked the last one I did like this. So this is how I'm going to end it up. Well, I'll do the book and then I'll show you the others before I leave. See what's developing so far. Gone, gone, gone. Oh yeah, ready. Don't know whether I could put that on as well. There you go. I'm just going for it now. Don't look at the book cover. Oh yes, baby. I've just spilt that all over my leg. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Shouldn't have put that pouring white on that. I just put the book paper in that as well. OMG, big mess coming up. Quick. It's a good job I got the rag down there. Just got to like quickly wipe it off so it didn't pour onto the floor. The landlord would not be pleased, and neither would I if I have to replace the carpet. Oh, quickly. Oh, well, there you go. How to make a mess in your bedroom. Should have poured it into the trays. Should have poured it into the trays. Should have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't. Wear that page like a bag of honour. Oh, man. Wear that paint like a badge of honour. I will. The carpet will too. I'm just going to like just quickly rub off the edges so I'm not now smearing it everywhere I go, because that's what will happen next is I'll start smearing it everywhere. So let's just get these out of the way and then I'll show you the other bits I just did. It's a good job I've got some newspaper laid out just to put it on. Yeah, we sold it, Maggie. We actually sold it when we went sailing. Or sort of like mid-sailing. It was in Arrowtown we had a place. So we're just renting now until we can afford to. We may never be able to afford to buy another house. Thanks, Kylie. So now just bringing in the other bits that I just did. So that was the first swipe I did that's developing into mud along the edges, which is good. We all like a bit of mud. This was the one on wood block, which is an interesting one. I'm quite liking that one. You see all the red coming up through the blue and things in the cells. I like that. I like it. And this one here that I just dropped the book on, which is good. I'm liking that too, actually. I don't like this corner here, but I quite like it. It's different again, a bit overpowering on the blue, but who knows what will develop through, whether something else will come up through the blue. So yeah, and the book paper, which sort of came out sort of like, and I think I've got to prop it up because it's slipping and folding over here. So to dry this side, I think I might have to just like let it come back this way a little bit, which I hope it will. And thanks, Debbie. So yeah, hope you like my little experiment there, just with from what I did before, just using a different ratio PVA glue and then using just a little bit of the pouring medium, which is a much, because this guy's Maggie and Kylie, you're in New Zealand too, are you, Kylie? But I know Maggie's anyway. This one cost me $80, 80 New Zealand dollars. It's like OMG. So to use it then my pouring medium with the shop bought pouring medium, which would be a 1-to-1 mix, is a much cheaper way to use it, because I found the other way too thick, and using the pouring medium you buy is too expensive. Who can afford that? Not me. Oh, Kylie, you're in Scotland. Which part of Scotland? See, I was thinking Kylie was a Australian name or something. I have relations in Scotland. John, well, not quite John O'Groats, in Keys. Yeah, I've got relations in Keys. They own a hotel there. Yeah, Maggie, exactly. Who can afford to buy that shite? If if I wasn't working now, then I would never go out and buy it actually. But I think I got a better result with it than I did last time. So mixing it up, I got a better result. You see these cells on the swipe. It's just like, wow, love it, love it. I'm always in and out of Scotland actually, because of my relations are there. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got a job 4 weeks ago, Maggie. That's why I haven't been online much, is because I've been too tired. I tell you, they're wearing me out. Oh, yeah. The wood block is just like is kind of like my favorite too. It's a I like the canvases, but of course the wood block is more porous. Um, Not porous, the other way around. So it sort of like sits on it nice and pulls on it, and yeah, absolutely will. Absolutely will. Next time I'm over in Scotland, which should be next year, not this year, can't afford it this year, and I've also got a job now, so I can't actually take the time. But planning next year, because we're planning to sail around Scotland next year. So yeah, hopefully planning to sail around Scotland if I can get enough time off work. Although it sounds good to say working, it does restrict you. Gives you Makes you too tired to do things, man. Yeah. So I'm sort of like, and of course I did the half marathon as well, and I've finished that now also, so that's good. I'm just trying to move the book paper so that I can let it dry without ruining everything. So I've got to go now and clean up a bit. I was going to make a cut. Yeah, unfortunately, it's like the best part, isn't it? Yeah. See, look, best part is book pages. She's going to be my after pour book. So yeah, I gotta go because I gotta clean up and then get ready for work. They wouldn't like me showing up like all messy and grungy, and I gotta make sure that I didn't spill any of that paint on the floor. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Letters. Bye. Bye, everyone.